We'd like to welcome y'all back to the Back and Forth Podcast Show. I'm Gary Porter.
And I'm Selena Monique.
Well, I say prayers and blessings to everyone going through it right now through this pandemic. This is a serious time. I know we've been off for a long time, but we had to get our families together, and we hope you got your families together, got yourself together. Let's not be sad through this time. Let's not hold our heads. Let's take this time off, man, to get ourselves together. Let's get our families together. Let's get back to the good times, to where you used to have even house parties, teaching your kids at school. Just get back tight with your family and yourself. The most toughest part. But how you been doing through this time? Great.
I'm still working.
Working. So you didn't take no time off or anything like that?
Nope. I've been working from home.
Is it easier from home? Would you rather work from home then?
At first I missed being in the office because I had so much free time and I didn't have to worry about like my boss always calling and checking in. Now, since it's been about 2 months, everything is pretty much fine. I learned how to work the system pretty much.
Has the COVID thing affected you at all? You got any family members?
Nope. Everybody's been good.
What have you been doing to protect you and nephew?
Absolutely nothing. Mine changed nothing.
You didn't change nothing?
I didn't.
Don't tell me you're one of them people that don't believe.
I mean, I believe there was something that came out that they didn't know how to handle it, yes. But at the same time, I mean, it's the general stuff. Make sure you wash your hands. Make sure your house is clean. Make sure, sanitize stuff. It's
so you don't
normal.
Believe in the mask?
No.
Well, evidently, neither one of us believe in the mask.
I was about to say, look how close we are.
If I can't see this, that's how I feel about the mask. I wear masks like when I go to the grocery stores and stuff, because I don't know the people, and just not saying, oh, well, you can't catch it because I know you. I'm saying it for the hack. I can track back to who I was around and stuff like that.
But then you have health issues though, so versus me and mine, like we're pretty.
Do you believe in the? Not to cut you off. Do you believe in the part when they be like, oh, people were like, I had it in January, or I had it at the beginning of March.
Yeah, I was one of them that said like I was really sick in January. I said it though, like I was really sick in January. I went to the doctors.
I thought you was pregnant.
No, absolutely not.
I thought that.
Absolutely not.
I'm just saying.
No, but no.
You called and told me.
Yeah, because I was calling up from you all the time. I was sick.
Yeah.
But no, I feel like it was that. But I don't take medicine though, so I'm one of those people. I let it just fight out.
I never knew you didn't take. See, I'm a medicine type of guy. I have first of all, like you said, I believe in that part. It's really just, I don't like people touching me. I'm a germ dude. My dishes got to be done every night. You cannot leave nothing on my counter. Like I'm really,
No, I was still getting my hair done. I was still getting my nails done. Like no, I didn't care about that.
The only thing that scared me when I seen...
I took a flight.
My yeah, we seen that.
Twice.
I was like, God damn. I said, B, man, she is brave. Man, get on a plane, man. Listen, that was the bravest
That's the only time I wear a mask is on the flight. I had to, though.
And I actually said, I thought about starting the show back up. I was like, man, you know what? We can sneak in the show. I seen you on that plane. I said, no, break, vacation. It is over.
I had to sign a waiver and everything where I went.
Because I see some people talking about, man, when your job and the factories, I call the plantations, they said, no, at first, when they came back, you tell them you've been out of town, they got to wait 14 days, they got to quarantine or whatever.
Right.
Now the factories is just like, no, nigga, you lying. Get your ass on this motherfucking line and make these, boy.
Well, see, with me working from home, I can still work from wherever I was at. So, like, I was working in the airport, I was working in the car, so I never really...
You was moving and grooving.
Exactly.
I think I should have my mask on. No, I'm just fucking with you.
That was over a month ago. You'll be fine.
And on a serious note, let's take it there. It's happening again. It happens... It seemed like, every other year or once a year or something?
Pretty much.
The cops versus us thing is going on through the pandemic. And it actually just took over the coronavirus. Protests everywhere. Oh, man, it's just amazing. And the most amazing part I seen from it is white people have joined us. Yeah. And I never... seen this in a day in my life, and sometimes I'm a crucial dude on protests and politics and things like that. But just to see when white people mad, it's really a problem. And I hear a lot of people saying, oh, that protesting and marching, man. 50 states, not counting the countries, 50 states just here in our country have joined the protest.
Which is good, because we never had that outlet before. So, I mean, I'm still kind of iffy because it's one of those situations like someone always gets, arrested, but then they get off. So it's like now that they got off for men, like now what though? Like, now what?
And that's why I didn't celebrate when they arrested Mr. Floyd's killer. I'm happy. I'm ecstatic that they got one. I think they did they get the other three? Did they get the other three?
They got them today. Yep.
They got them today. Hopefully, I think it's first degree murder because he was on.
The one guy, the officer who did it, his not sentence, but his whatever you want to call it, got dropped to a murder 2, I think. 2. Yeah. At first it was a murder 3.
Because we gotta take what we can get.
Yeah. So
because they always get off, and people always say, "Oh, it was on camera." They gonna get their time.
Always on camera.
It's been on camera since '92. Not even before Rodney King. It was a girl that got killed by the Korean lady in California. Man, she thought she was stealing, and she turned her back. They was wrestling, and she pushed the lady off, and she turned her back. Korean lady shot the little girl in the head. She was like 14, 15 years old. Died with the pop and the money in the same hand.
No, and I think it's important for those that have children to let your children watch what's going on, especially
most definitely
young black men. Like, do you let Ryan watch this stuff? Do you let him watch CNN and everything?
Yeah, I think this is the first time because he was alive for Trayvon Martin and all that, but they don't know. You know what I'm saying? They look at it. They didn't come up with it. We didn't come up with it like our parents, or they didn't come up with it like that. But it's the first time I had to be like, man, you know what? You a black man, and this is what you're going to have to live with for the rest of your life.
Especially because he's getting older, too.
He's getting
older.
Around
that age.
Because my son, he might be walking around, you say, have his hat to the right. Mm-hmm. And he's not a gamer. He's not none of that. But stereotype.
Yep.
That's what you got to... We got to... It's sad, man, because it's 400 years plus, and it's fucked up. It's fucked up, and some people are like, well, we've been doing this before Martin Luther King. Man, listen, so that means quit? Does that mean stop? No, I don't like it. And another thing I don't like, I can't stand the fake woke shit. It bothers me. It bothers me. When I say fake woke, not saying your knowledge is not power or none of discredit anybody's knowledge or anything of that nature, but to sit and not do nothing. And I'm not saying going on the forefront, to be on the front of the line of the demonstration of the revolution. None of that. I'm not actually going to be Malcolm X, not none of that. But to sit and say nothing and just criticize all day, that irks me, and I call that fake woke. Because I went to the protest the other day, and I've seen a lot of brothers that sit up and talk. And I feel like we talked for 400 years. I think that's another problem. I think it's time to fight back, actually. And
I'm actually glad, though. Now it just seems like our people aren't scared anymore. Like, everybody is taking a voice. Everybody is speaking up everywhere. Like, normally you'll have, like, certain little cities say stuff, certain people say stuff, but it's like, it's really affecting everybody. And it's the more black people are saying something, the more that's bringing other races into it as well. Like, everybody is putting their foot down now, which is good. Which is good, but it's also in a time where the current president is, like, you never know.
The dickhead.
You never know what's going to happen. It's like, you want to be happy because everybody else is finally understanding, the whole Black Lives Matter thing. But then again, you also have a president in office who's also promoting it. So it's like, are we getting ready to have a color war again? You know what I'm saying? Or, like, what's going on? Like, you still, like, on the fence of what's going on. And people just don't know. But I'm just happy that everybody is voicing their opinions and finally sticking up. And
I think people, and I want to speak on the looting and the rioting situation. Black folks, let's stop. And this is a black folks thing. I'm just saying, I'm talking to black people. Let's stop.
All right, Trina.
We did that. No. We did that because I want us, because let me finish.
Right.
I don't want us to go to jail. We need to all be out. And I get it. I might try to catch a deal, catch a nigga come out with a TV or whatever. But when I say that, I'm not doing the Trina. We're going to talk about her in a second. I'm saying this because I want us in jail. I want us free. You know what I'm saying? Then they out there setting us up. A black man didn't start the riot.
Right.
So we got to be cautious. And I'm just saying, man, and that's the good side. The other side, hey, if y'all do tear it, motherfucker, tear it down.
But it seems like the whole situation with George is like nobody was listening. Nobody was paying attention. The governor did not say anything until you started tearing shit up. Why do we have to start tearing shit up and burning down a whole city for everybody to be like, okay, well, no, let's do this? Like, that's fake to me. Like, exactly. You shouldn't have to tear up shit. But if you got to tear up shit to prove your point and speak your piece, do that. Do it, by all means.
Be smart.
But be smart about it and don't tear down other black businesses. Like, everybody just tearing up everything. I get it. Everybody's hurt and you're mad. And you hurt people. So it's one of those trickle effects type of deal. But at the same time, it's like, they did it. Like, they did it. It worked. So, I mean,
and y'all can't tell a motherfucker. Y'all be like, what is that proof? Man, we angry. And then for a motherfucker that got a black son or black kid or anything that's raising a black man in America, no matter if you buy, and I hate the people like, oh, his biracial not black. No, when he get behind him and them lights come on,
he's black.
You black, motherfucker.
He's black.
You're going to jail. They're going to treat you.
Blonde hair, blue eyes, you black.
Period. Point blank. And Miss Trina, insurance ain't never stopped him from beating us over our head, Miss Lady. I have a lot of respect for you, but that was very dumb, and that was a very, very ignorant statement to say about your people. And I know Uncle Trick gonna get you together, but
it sounded like he was trying to save her in the middle of the interview too. It was like he was trying to get her, and
I got a lot of respect for her, man. I got a lot of respect. I met her. I met her like twice. She a cool lady, man. She'll stand up, and we ain't gonna cancel her. We ain't gonna see us or nothing. There's nothing we gotta start with throwing us under the bus. But we angry. It's people broke. It's people hungry. It's people that need protection. And I think it was the time we got to go back to the 70s and educate ourselves. And that goes into our guests. Safety is key. They do gun classes. My homeboy Pat, my homeboy Jeff, we got them coming to the show right now. I'd like y'all boys to step up to the table. Like we said at the top of the show, it's all about knowing laws, educating ourselves, all of the above in this hard time in the pandemic. So one of the biggest things is how to protect ourselves, because they shooting us, and one day we might have to shoot back. So I brought my brothers, Mr. Pat and my brother Jeff from Safety is Key. They do gun license classes, all type of thing, consultants with anything. And I like to welcome y'all. Well, we would like to welcome y'all to the Back and Forth podcast show.
Thank you for coming.
So brothers,
and thanks for bringing all your toys.
Yeah, I got a lot of toys. I know y'all looking like, that's a lot of guns. Nobody got no felonies on here. And then that'd be clear. There's no felonies on this show. I don't got no. If you got some, I don't know. You might got. I'll quit. No. Anyway, man, how first of all, how's y'all families? How y'all doing? How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good.
Family's good?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Everything going cool.
Kids good?
Yep.
How your family holding up?
Family's doing good. I'm blessed, during this tough time.
It's real tough. Have the pandemic affected y'all business wise? Cause y'all very young. What y'all business, and has it affected y'all? Has it been better? Has it been bad? What's going
on? I would say it's pros and cons to it. As in, we can't do as many people in the class, but it's more people that want their CCW.
Yeah. Did it skyrocket on y'all?
I think so.
Yeah.
You think it has something to do with everything that's going on right now?
Yes.
Most definitely.
When did y'all want to get into guns? Like, this is like a candy store. Like, how did y'all, what made y'all? Was it movies? What influenced y'all to do? Matter of fact, how old was y'all when y'all shot y'all first gun?
I was,
You asking everybody?
Well, 18, 17, legally.
Legally. Like, when did you... It's just like, man, I want to play with guns. I want to collect. I ain't gonna say collect guns.
Probably about a year ago, 2 years ago. I was like, man, I'm gonna start buying guns to collect just to have.
What about you, P?
Probably like 16, and I was around guns basically my whole life. I just wanted to get into it, teach people how to protect themselves. Basically, that's what our main goal was.
How old was you when you wanted to play with guns?
10. Now, my uncle has a gun, like, I don't even want to say a shop, but he collects guns. So in the basement, like, the basement was nothing but shotguns, rifles, everything that you can imagine. Like, whole basement was full. So I was around it whenever I went out of town to Virginia to see it. So
What was your first gun you shot?
why we gotta get into all of this?
Shit, she said 10. You said 17.
I shot a shotgun.
Well, playing with real guns were like 16, 17, but I was playing with BB guns at like 11. But they look real. Like, you see a shotgun like this, they look real without the orange tip.
You ever killed an animal one?
No.
Killed a squirrel.
I done bucked a couple cats.
Oh,
For real, like, y'all ain't ever... Anyway, through this pandemic time, like, how many do it be more male or females asking to be in your class?
females by a lot.
Yes.
Why do y'all think that the difference is like that?
Because I feel like
Because you would think a man want to go.
us as men, we don't want a legal, gun or CCW because we feel like it's lame or something. Or some of us can't get it.
A lot of people think
because
that's a
of
myth, but
previous
it's
stuff.
not. Everybody think that's a myth, but it's not. Because the things that you think is corny, they'd be like, why wouldn't you want your license to protect yourself?
To protect yourself.
So the pigs can't pull you over.
Right.
Like, so it's,
I think a lot of it is because like a lot of black males, like at a younger age, we get charged with false stuff. So it'd be kind of hard when you get older, when you're the age to get your license, you can't get it because you already got charged with something false. So it just knock it out. You can't get them no more.
what amendment is it? The right to bear arms? What amendment? Is that
Second Amendment.
Second Amendment? The world was built on corruption. That's like the second commandment. That's crazy. So, how can they book with your classes?
We got a website, www.safetyiskey.org.
How long you brothers been together?
We graduated from Scott. Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah, we went to school together. I met Pat my sophomore year?
Yeah.
And Pat is a wild nigga. So you met him in that
Sophomore
age.
year.
We both graduated the same year.
Yeah, we played sports together, and then I don't know.
You played sports?
Yeah, bro, I played baseball.
So like we got friends.
Yeah, we
in
were
high school and
friends,
stuff,
yeah.
And then y'all just came together
One
and
year
said, let's start a
together.
business.
I think Pat came to me was like, man, we should do this. I'm like, I'm with it.
Yeah.
And you sound like Pat. You sound like, I remember Pat came to me like, man, we need to throw a party. Man, we want to throw a party, man. Call a party. I'm like, man. I'm like, all right, dude. I'll just spin him off. I ain't gonna allow to spin him like, man, this nigga not serious, man. And I'm talking about one day we just went out. I took you to the Kingdom, man. Free meal. Went to the Kingdom. We sat down and put the party together. And when I say the party was off the chain, it was crazy.
Yeah, that party was wild.
Where did y'all grow up in Toledo? Let's get into y'all a little bit of y'all background.
I grew up near Freeman and Auburn, but I lived on a side street called Sanford. That's where I grew up at.
A lot of people come from Sanford.
Yeah. Sanford was a good street.
Didn't Bunny stay on Sanford?
Yeah, that's where I grew up at.
Was it like real lot of gangs? I know it was like.
It was wild. Gangs, all that. Yeah.
Why didn't you get involved in it? Like tough, like
I mean, I ain't gonna say I was all the way involved, but like I'm the ones that grew up in the hood. You feel me? But I wanted to go down another path.
Yeah.
But I still can go. I still know them. So it's like when I see them, it's still all love, and they know what I do. So they gonna respect what I do, basically, because they like to see what I do. But yeah, like it's just I chose a different path, bro. But I still got love for them though.
Yeah, you still. And I tell everybody, I always tell my son like the same thing. Like, man, listen, some of the motherfuckers you grow up with ain't gonna always be on the same shit you on, but you gotta fuck with a motherfucker from a distance.
For sure.
Where did you grow up at, Jeff?
I grew up off of Cherry and Park.
Yeah. Oh,
You know, by rallies,
by S-Hood.
yeah, over there.
Yeah.
And I mean, everybody knows it's rough. Most of my friends got killed during prison.
How old was you when your first friend? You lost your first friend to the streets.
I was about 11.
How did it affect you? Like, did you?
I mean, I was still
Did you
young,
get
but
it?
it was just like, damn, he got killed. I ain't gonna see him no more. You ain't gonna be able to play football no more, you know. So it was just like, okay, it didn't hit me until I was probably about 13, and then that started happening again.
Do you think we growing up, how we grew up? You think what's the shit they call
PTSD?
PTSD.
And it's
Definitely
crazy
real.
because I'm actually about to go see a therapist because I think I have it.
I speak to a therapist twice a week.
Just because it's to a point where I can't go nowhere without my gun, and I don't like being in certain places. Like I don't like big crowds. I don't like one way in, out. You know, stuff like that.
Oh man.
You know, stuff like that. I hate stuff like that. Just
I
because
want to leave out this motherfucker right now. You got guns right here, then you got the. I understand, because I just growing up in the hood, man, I still stay there. I ain't no shame. I still stay in the neighborhood.
Right.
And people are like, man, because, you know, I'm looking at the house now. Everybody like, why do you want to move it, man? The shit that I've seen coming off this porch. That's not a bad neighborhood, but, man, once you hit that Bancroft and that area, you've seen a lot. But I want my son to get that. And I think us as African Americans, we'd have seen it since the whips and the cotton things. And to ask y'all to my next question, how do safety is key, can help this situation, like with the injustice, with the police brutality, the racisms, all that? Like, how did that y'all come about? Like, how can y'all help this situation?
The situation, we really can't help it all like
Beyond
that.
your control.
But I'm saying,
That's beyond our
but how can y'all do y'all part to be like, man?
I feel like being a minority,
Yes.
everybody should bear arms and have their CCW and conceal. You know, that's the way I feel like we can help, because if something does go down, you can protect your family and friends. But I know a lot of people like, oh, you got too many guns, or we shouldn't get no gun, we don't need no gun, but you never know.
Right.
And then it's a privilege being, you know, African American or whatever, minority, to have a gun.
How do you guys feel about the Floyd situation?
It's terrible.
Terrible. Yeah, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah, heartbreaking. Watching the video,
You watched the whole thing?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
It took me like a week to watch the whole. I couldn't.
And the crazy part is,
I watched the whole thing.
I be saying people say, "Why y'all recording and not helping?" If you help, you gonna get killed.
Yeah, like, how do
That's
y'all
why I
feel
be
about
kind of
that?
confused.
Like, if I run down on them,
They're gonna shoot me. Like,
I get both sides.
I get it too,
Yeah,
but it's like,
pros and cons to
yeah,
it.
like if you help somebody, like for instance, say if he was, you know, getting apprehended by the officer, and then you stop and you step in instead of recording, you, to his defense, now they all on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of those, like, you just really don't know. You don't want to put yourself in a bad predicament. And everybody, that girl that recorded that is only 17 years old. So just imagine, 17, you already going through a pandemic with COVID. You probably can't even have a graduation. You know what I'm saying? You was on your way to the store, like, with somebody else to help them get some milk. And you encounter that. You know what I'm saying? And that was a unfortunate situation all over because the store clerk thought it was a fake $20 bill.
Which is ridiculous.
And that part of the story, I'm like, y'all did all that?
Over a fake 20.
It's because they scared, too.
And it wasn't even fake.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It wasn't fake, and guess who told them it wasn't fake? A white man. The dude that got arrested with him. And that's the interview I want to see. The dude that got arrested with him. I never knew. I thought he got arrested by himself.
And nobody is even talking about that side of the story. So that plays back into the whole, like, injustice for black people. Like, did y'all even know that it was somebody else that got arrested with him? Exactly. Like, nobody is talking like that. Right.
And when he died, they threw so much. They tried to throw dirt out the gate on him.
They always do that.
They try to throw, he did this, he did that.
He was a porn star.
What the
He did this.
fuck did that have to do with that knee in his neck?
Yeah, that video was terrible.
The thing about that video is, it's not only the knee and the neck part, it's the whole part of the officer with his hands in his pocket.
Yeah.
Like, so nonchalant, like, fuck it. Like
he wasn't human. Like, you don't know that you're on his neck.
Yeah, and then, from the video, you can even see the other officers. I didn't even know he was getting held down.
I seen them.
Yeah.
I ain't see him at first.
Because it's always more than one when you get arrested by them punks.
So I'm like, what? That's crazy. They really just held him down.
Did you see the video before he got on the ground?
Yeah,
they gotta
I
beat
So
seen
he
him?
was
clips of it.
arrested and they put him in a car and they
And
was
they
beating
beat his
him
ass.
in the car, and then you pull him out. You pull him back out of the car, and it's 4 guys on one person. What can one person do to 4 guys?
Yeah, that whole situation was.
What age? And we don't talk about this. I think a lot of brothers. I want to have an episode where it's all brothers and my sister, where we just get. How old was y'all when y'all first experienced police brutality, or just was just a harass period?
Probably like me, I probably was like 14. Outside playing basketball, they stretched all of us out.
14.
We was on Freeman playing basketball, they stretched all of us out on the ground.
All because we live in the ghetto.
We was young, we didn't know what was going on. All because we live in the ghetto.
Oh, because we live in the.
But you want to see that nowhere else, they ain't doing that.
They ain't gonna go out.
They ain't doing that.
They ain't gonna do that.
How old were you?
Probably about 12 or 13. Outside with a group of friends, and police came. Like, oh, somebody's breaking in houses over here. We heard, and there was a group of us. Like, well, I need all y'all to get on the ground. I need y'all names, all this. And
At that age, man.
Terrible.
I was about. Man, the story is so crazy. It was this dude, my neighbor, her nephew, had killed someone. He killed somebody. And, you know, I'm about like 11, 10. I'm about 11 or 10. No cap. Might have been younger. And I heard them talking about, I see the detectives and all of them pulling up. You know, they grabbed me up like I was the killer at that age. My mom was so scared. And this is a story, I never shared this with nobody. This is about that age. Like, do I look like a murderer at that age?
Right.
I seen a picture of his daughter, Drew, Vision's daughter, Drew, and that brought that story up because I was deep. And that's part of the reason I go see a psychiatrist, you know, here and there. And then, Selena, as a woman, how do you feel? You have a young kid. How do you talk to him about it?
Yeah, we talk all the time. Actually, I made him watch the video because I want him to understand my son is so naive to the fact because he's so innocent. Yeah. But he's at that age where you're not innocent no more. You're not the cute little boy no more that everybody, you know, once thought of. Like, in the white man's eye, like, you're a threat to him. Even at the age of 10, like, you're a threat. I had to explain to him the whole Tamir Rice story. Like, he was 12 years old playing with guns. I don't even let my son play with toy guns. Like, I'm so fearful of it. But having him watch, like, CNN the other day, like, my son literally was in the bed crying and asked, like, why did he have to be black? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you explain that to a kid? Like, everything in the world, you know what I'm saying? This is his first time actually seeing everything. And I had to explain to him, like, baby, black is beautiful. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They
like,
want to be this.
They want to be you. They want
right.
to be you, but there's going to be times where mommy can't protect you. But just so you know, if mommy ever finds out, like, you were stopped, your friends were stopped, I'm going to do everything I don't care. I lived my life. I did everything I was going to do. I will go to jail for my son. So, therefore, you have nothing to worry about. It's scary in this world.
And we got to talk about it. And the only one thing I have to say to my people is, man, this time let's keep this foot on the pedal. We get on that pedal and kind of drift off, man. I think this time we just put the foot on, man. Don't let up. Keep protesting.
It's working. Keep
putting it in their face. Keep doing it. We can't stop. We can't. We're not. Let's educate ourselves. Let's go back to when the Panthers had the 12-step programs where we educated ourselves and policed ourselves. We knew the gun laws, and that's what y'all remind me of. They knew the gun laws. I mean, y'all went and read and study. Let's get back to that. Let's get that knowledge, and y'all classes are very affordable.
Yeah.
I remember when the first gun license class, it was like $250.
Yeah.
Whacking. And it's very affordable, and support y'all brothers. And like I said about the education part, that take us to entrepreneurship. This is y'all business at what, 20, y'all 25, 24?
25.
20. A business, do y'all just think about that? Like, man, I got my own business at 25.
That's pretty good.
What would y'all say to the kids looking at y'all, or anybody just looking to start, like, Or would y'all tell them to start it?
I always tell people, like, do what you want to do. Like, a lot of people be scared to take that leap in life, and they always talk about it. Like, oh, I want to do this. The next 3 years, you they could have started that 3 years ago, and it could have been huge. I mean, when we first started, it wasn't hard. When we first started, we didn't have no website or nothing.
No, nothing.
So people be like, I'm coming. So we had 13 people say they coming, and they never came. See, but now we'll upload a class, and they get booked, and like, just because we stuck with it, we never gave up. Now they get booked in like 20, 30 minutes. So I just tell people, like, stay with it. Don't give up. Because honestly, like 95% of the businesses fail their first 2 years. You don't even see no profit, so you just got to stick that out. If you don't stick it out, then your business gone.
You just hit the numbers. Tell them the numbers again. Say it again.
Like 95% of businesses fail their first couple of years. You don't even see no profit.
And y'all survived through the pandemic.
Because it was times where we just had one person in the class, and we'll had to
real.
Damn,
I know the feeling,
we done
man.
put all this work in, but now it's like we got so much going on.
Now, do y'all
Really
do
keep
kids
up.
too, or do y'all have a?
We were talking about it.
I think y'all
We would
should.
assume.
We working on it for sure.
I think y'all really should.
Y'all allowed to show kids how to shoot guns?
Not sure, but just teach them about guns.
But
Like, have a little course.
You can shoot. If you have a child, you can take your child to the gun range at any age you feel like they're mature.
And
which
white
I
people do it all the
recommend.
time. Yeah.
I recommend us as African Americans
White
do
people
that.
do it all the
Because
time.
every time we go to the range and have a class,
It's the white
it's the white people up there with their kids.
teaching them how to shoot.
True.
And y'all graduated from Scott.
Scott.
Scott alumni. Shout out to the Bulldogs. And you said something to me that touched my soul. Tell them the idea that you had wanted to do. Or can you give them a little bit of what you want to bring back to your alma mater?
Oh, I'm a union carpenter, so I'm in the trades. So I wanted to get the trades into my public school that I graduated from because there's nothing like that in there. But we're still in the process of doing it because I feel like me going to Scott, I didn't know anything. All I knew was go to college or play basketball. And if not, go get a job.
That's
Facts.
it.
Go get a job.
That's all they
Nothing about credit, any of that.
We ain't know nothing about credit,
Nothing,
man. Like,
bro.
dude, I got in my 30s and learned about credit. I said, man, the stock game? Oh, man, the stock game was off the chain, man. The stock game, y'all showed me this. You big on the stock. Like, what made you get into that? I know my homeboy Frog. Shout out to Frog and Frog watching this, man, or listening to this. Shout out to you, man. H&D's Barbershop, man. Shameless plug. Go ahead.
I've been looking into it a lot, doing a lot of research, but when I got in the trade, honestly, everything opened my eyes. I've seen a lot of racism. I deal with it every day at work.
Yeah.
A lot of, businessmen, and they'll talk to me like, hey, man, how old are you? You should do this with all your money. You making good money, you do this, telling me ideas and all that. Like, I don't work with gentlemen that are 30 years old that are, show me $500,000, like, if you keep up doing this and stay out of trouble, you can get this. And he was an African-American gentleman.
Dang, that's dope.
That's why I want to get that into the schooling to show these kids. You don't have to go to college. I mean, they give us a degree, but there's other stuff out there for you to do.
Yeah, because we didn't, like you said, when I got out of school, it was just like, well, I'm going to get this job. Job and live off this white girl.
Because all my dad told me when I went to school, all I want you to do is graduate.
Ignore him, man.
I'm saying, man, hey, man, I'm honest, man. Listen, man, that's all you knew, man. I saw a little bit of Reggie and, and lived off a white girl, That's how he. But we got so off subject. I apologize. Back and forth podcast, man. But the credit thing, man, credit. What's so crazy about credit? I wish I knew it. This nigga be having $40,000, $50,000 just stashed, and you gotta pay damn near half of that to get a fucking car. But if you got that credit,
Credit is important.
Credit is very important, man. Do y'all talk about that in your classes?
What?
About like credit and just certain shit.
We be talking like a lot of people come to our class because they can relate to us.
Yeah.
So we talk about all type of stuff.
Yeah, we talk about everything, honestly. Politics, but then again, I feel like sometimes you can't talk about politics or religion with certain people because they're so tunnel vision on one thing. They're not open.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you guys are open because you have the podcast, you know. So
I
listen.
seen an idiot say at the protest, not to cut you off, I seen an idiot say at the protest, I know you're going to guess who it was when I said, I'm about to say what he said. Shout out to all my atheists out there. I'm like, what the fuck do that got to do? Shout out all the atheists.
Was it? Oh. I ain't saying. That's who you talking about. I didn't say the name.
No, but I'm like, man, bro, I can't wait to run into that brother, man. I got to talk to him, bro. You got to get together. And anybody, we're going to go back to what we talking. I remember what we was talking about, but it's just on my mind. Anybody that's out here protesting on the front line, man, that's supposed to be a leader, man, be a leader. That means when they're rioting, you turn around, you try to stop them. You don't run and hide from nothing.
Right.
Malcolm didn't run. Martin Luther King went to jail. So you don't run and walk your dog like you was doing downtown. And some people are like, well, you could have caught it, and I'm going to put it out there because everybody needs to see this. I'm going to set an example. When you're doing something, you do it all the way. You don't do it halfway. And what we're going through right now, if you're going to be a leader, be a leader. You never be scared to be a leader, and that's what it is, man. You can't be a sucker being a leader. You can't do both at all. I just want to put that out there. I'm sorry y'all had a moment. Back to the entrepreneurship and the trade. How old were you when you thought about going into the trade, Gary?
I thought about going to the trade. I was probably about 22. But it was so hard for me. Like I said, I went to Central my freshman year. And then I was messing up so much that my dad was like, all right, since you want to mess up, we're going to send you here. So it was either Woodward or Scott. And then me growing up in a certain area, if I go to Woodward, I already know the consequences. Yeah. So I went pick Scott. Went to Scott, kicking with all the people I grew up with, fell into the wrong crowd, and then it prevented me from getting to the trade right away. Yeah. To where I had to have recommendations of people like, oh, he's good, he's this and that, you know. And then that's what made me get in there with the recommendations and just going, meeting up with people.
And you know what you said that I hate people do? Not that you didn't say it, but you said your pops did it. It's like when you take your kid out of Catholic school and send in public school, it's like you're punishing them. Mm-hmm. I don't like that.
Honestly, what you mean? Like
his dad was like, oh, you're fucking up in Central because, nigga want to go to Central. Nigga,
the
hoes and all that.
Totally different.
But some motherfuckers be like, motherfucker, stupid ass. No, I'm saying not just your dad did that to you, but I've seen it and I'll be like, that's not a punishment. Like, I had to yank my son out and put him back in public school one time. I mean, we all come from it. We all came out of it, you know.
But I feel like that was probably the best thing that he could ever did, just because it opened my eyes to a lot of stuff. I mean, I've seen some stuff, but I'm more into the, I wouldn't say streets, but I'm street smart and book smart.
You into
you get what I'm saying?
What's going on? You
as in like
you're familiar with your surroundings.
Right. Yes.
For sure.
You give me
so. I'm looking at all these guns. Let's get straight to it. Which is your favorite one? What is your favorite one? You too, son, because you trigger happy. Y'all know anything about my host? I was seeing her along. I don't think we was friends. And she threatened to shoot somebody before. I was like, good Lord, man, what? She told her, like, nah, I'm not. She's straight up like a dude. Like, this is why this is my co-host, y'all. This is my dog, bro.
Me and that dude still don't get along.
Just threatened to shoot a motherfucker. I'm like, man, what? But anyway, which one is your favorite gun on this table? Educate me. Which one would you prefer for people? Break down what would be a house gun. That's educated people on guns for their house.
A house gun?
You have to have license for a house gun.
No, you don't.
Okay.
You don't. A house gun, now if we're talking ARs and shotguns, I mean, obviously a shotgun.
Yeah. And this can be a house gun. You don't need license for this.
You don't need no license to buy an AR or a shotgun.
You can buy them at 18.
Yep, 18.
18. So if I'm 18 and I'm in my house and an intruder comes and he coming towards me, I can shoot him with this.
Not even just he coming towards you, he breaking into your house.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking if he just running towards me like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Let's clear up the air. You can't just because you got your CCWs do not mean you can just shoot a motherfucker.
Thank you. Yes.
You just can't. Tell them to break it down a little bit.
What we say in the class is your pride is going to get you in trouble when you get your CCW.
Right.
I had to put my pride aside sometimes. I done got into it with people, you know, and they, oh, you a bitch ass, blah, 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 this and that. Oh, okay. I had to think about it before I do something because I have my gun on me. That. And then they're like, oh, like you said previously, you get criticized for having legal guns or stuff like that.
Shit. Like you don't talk about you because you don't smoke or drink.
Like, yeah, stuff like that. So just like, oh, okay. I can't act out of emotion. And that's what we try to teach people.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Acting out of emotions. That's how you get.
Well, I've seen you in action before.
Yeah,
for example, if somebody come in here and, you know, just call Pat out his name or something. Like, oh, you a bitch ass nigga, this and that,
right.
This and that. Some people, you know, like, what you say? Or reach for that gun or whatever. I done seen it done before. But I would sit there and be like, okay, let me think about this before I reach for my gun or do anything. Is it really worth me shooting him, even though you can't just because he called you a name? Or is it worth me reacting to that? You know?
Yeah. That's a big thing.
What it is?
People pride.
What is the biggest, the biggest, what is it? When y'all see people lose their gun license, what is always the biggest reason they lose them?
Drinking with your gun. When the police come up to your car and you don't tell them that you have your gun license, they'll take your gun. And most of the time you won't get it back. Sometimes they'll tell you can take the class again. Sometimes they say you can't take the class again.
Yeah, the main thing is probably, like he said, getting pulled over with your gun not mentioning it, or just drugs. Like, anybody, all my friends tell me now, they say I'm acting bougie, but if I know you got weed on you, you're not getting in my car.
Because we couldn't even drink today.
You know, just...
You was like, listen, y'all. We like, tell such and such, go get the bottle, nigga. We, you know how we doing on the show. We get on.
Y'all do.
You missed a party, the one that twins, when I dropped this twin. Listen, we get on, you know, and he was on the, nah, I'm not doing it. Like, these are some clean cut guys. I'm surprised Pat's over. I'm fucking with y'all, man. I fuck with y'all. I think that'd be the hardest part of me. I gotta have liquor.
That's the hard part with everybody.
Is drinking and driving. That is crazy.
Like, but that's why we tell them too in the class. I don't put myself in a predicament to where I know I gotta use my gun. You get me?
Yeah, it's for protection.
If I know I'm going here and there's gonna be some BS, I'm not gonna go.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I need my gun. And then if I'm drinking with my gun, you get the picture.
Yeah.
You know.
It's ugly.
Do y'all think we can ever shoot cops?
Never.
No.
What you mean? Like
if what happened to Mr. Floyd, would he, you know?
Like if I had my gun right there and I shot him.
Yeah.
A citizen's arrest type deal? Like you talking about
Like because we ever was.
That's a tough.
I know some people would be like, man, no, but you know, if I was somewhere and
because they ain't gonna try to change the subject of like
they say I'm just standing there. Like I seen a dude y'all see the video, dude in Detroit, white dude. They walking and they they getting aggressive. And the dude just walking, just come out of nowhere like motherfucker. Matter of fact, let me show y'all the video. Oh yeah, we can do this. This is different. My show, I can do this. I gotta show y'all the video, man. I'm talking about it's crazy because a white dude is like he moving back, and my white brothers and sisters, y'all need to start letting us sit at the front of the line. They is fucking y'all up, fucking y'all up. Look, I'm about to show y'all, man. I'm talking they fucking. Watch what
was
he
he
do.
A cop?
Hold on, it's so bad.
Where is that?
That's in Detroit. Actually, the dude is on. They investigation. Can I see it? Watch this. Watch dude running over. Like, my nigga do that.
Yeah. That was a cop that did that?
That was a cop.
Yeah, that was a cop. Like an
He
undercover
do
cop.
that.
He didn't have on his uniform. He just had on like a badge and stuff.
And he just up pipe and just damn me. What we know is gonna happen, but legally before they fuck him out of his case, would he be innocent? And for the listeners, I just showed a video. We're gonna put it on the YouTube too. Make sure I get that clip out of this show. The guy is walking backwards, not saying shit, and a dude just come out and push him undercover, like on his shit.
Yeah, that was wild.
Would he be?
Legally, he just got a 4.
Yeah.
Bro, you gotta
I'm
think,
saying in the
bro.
real world, he should be innocent, right?
I'm
I
We
know
don't
he's
live
not.
in a real world. We black. We don't live in a
Yeah,
real
all
world.
right.
That just
I'm saying like say if he took his gun
out.
out, bro, and shot him.
Yes.
He got charged with murder, bro.
Man, that's
You gotta think police is different, bro.
It's
Regardless of
our
what
world
you
against
do,
theirs.
whatever the
Yeah.
police officer does, and you shoot a police officer,
It's over with.
it's over with. I don't care if the police officer shot you 10 times. They still gonna
Yep.
highlight just you
Because
shooting
that's the
him.
law enforcement.
Exactly. Which I feel like is kind of messed up
Yeah, that's a tough.
because they be
situation.
abusing their power.
But that's why they look who's in those positions, though. You have to take that into consideration. Like, our justice system is corrupt, and it's people that are members of KKKs, it's members that just don't give a fuck, and they know that, and they get away with that.
But now
Y'all
they taking
putting
their
in
mask
office
off.
people who dads was judges, and you know what I'm saying, that was already politicians
Right.
and stuff. Like, these are their kids in office now, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a repeated cycle. Like, the justice system isn't for us. Like, it just isn't. No matter how we try to justify it, no matter how we try to look at it, it's not for black people.
But like Gary said, somebody has to be a leader, you know? And I feel like we need to be leaders now and be like, okay, I'm going to go be that judge,
Right.
you know? But like we were saying, most people are like, oh, that's lame.
That
or that's,
pride.
you know, the pride. That's
Oh,
corny.
let me ask
That's,
y'all this.
oh, we don't do that, you
Let me
know?
ask y'all this. We talked about it. I don't think you was here. I want to ask you, do y'all believe in is this a myth too? That we need more black cops to infiltrate inside? Or do those black cops turn into those cops?
I believe it's 50-50.
Yeah, it's 50-50.
Yeah,
they see
because-
their side and they see our side. So that puts them in a tough situation. That's still their bread and butter at the end of the day. The only thing they can do is tell it, like, you know what I'm saying? They can just, hey, chill out. Like, hey,
Yeah,
like,
handle it differently.
yeah, they
than
handle
a
it
white
differently.
cop.
It's harder for them, though. Like, they're in a
But
tough spot.
I feel like if it is a black cop, say for example, you were a cop, I feel like I can relate to you better
Yeah.
than a white cop.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and I want you to understand that as a cop and be like, okay, this young man grew up in the hood just like me,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna talk to him, see if I can be a mentor towards him. But
Yeah.
we ain't got too many black cops that can do that. You know,
Why do y'all think it's like that?
Bro.
I think they need
Say it
to
again.
train better. I think they need.
Trying, yeah.
I think.
Who, the coons? I mean,
Yeah, the dickheads. I mean the pigs. My bad.
They
Oh,
need to
yeah,
get
the
trained. They
police.
definitely need to get trained. I mean, you see them cops in Atlanta. They was black and they just did on
Yeah, they
people
did
bad.
that too.
and them,
So-
that's coon shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
That's coon shit. You see what we got going on.
Yeah.
Y'all really just did that.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
deep.
And yo, coon in that, I'm glad I can say coon. You know, Facebook block you when you write the word coon.
Oh wait.
Fuck you, coons. Y'all know y'all wrong, man. Y'all stand around and watch shit. That's all.
They did them
And I'm
bad,
not one of
man.
them people. Just because you black, you gotta look out for me. I'm not one of them people.
Right.
But I feel it's wrong is wrong, is right, motherfucker.
Right.
And when it come to me and you, and I ain't gonna lie, hell yeah, show me some motherfucking favoritism.
Right.
Motherfucker out there, what we all went through, what we going through. I don't know, man.
I
Fuck 'em.
bounced at a few clubs before and did not have to pull no gun out to restore order, dude.
Man, look,
You
last
just don't
night.
have to.
Last night we had yesterday's, man. You should have seen how the cop was. They so angry they can't touch us right now.
They can't. It was gonna get ugly.
It's gonna get ugly. You ain't gonna have your job. You touch me right now, pussy.
Yeah, like everybody on edge right now.
but I feel like
I love how them white people.
we live in a
right
world
now.
that's all about who you know. Because I didn't
Most
find out
definitely.
this until about 3 years ago. I have a cousin, African American, that was the police chief of Toledo Police Department. And once I found that out, everything kind of changed. I'm just like, okay,
You wouldn't be happen to be a Mac, would
you
you?
know, Mac.
Yeah, that one dude, your people, the sheriff dude.
Yeah.
On everything. He shut the
He's running back
upgrade
for
down.
the sheriff.
Mhm.
Yeah, I seen
Yeah,
it.
he shut the upgrade down. Then came in the barbershop act like he didn't.
Oh, he did that?
Listen, we in the barbershop, right? Let me tell you, this politician game a motherfucker.
Y'all gotta think
I'm
about
lightweight.
it, though.
I'm high. And I wake up and I'm just like, I'm listening to him talk. Because they always come in for I had everybody come in this shop. And he came in there. He hit me with the, you seen barbershop when the politician dude came in? Yeah, he was acting like dude, man. So he come in, man, and he's saying, and he say his name. So I'm woke. Now I'm like, this the nigga from the upgrade, the dude, the black dude that came in and shut it down. And he's like, well, what I tried to tell him and give him a warning, I'm looking at him like, you really just gonna sit here and lie to me, nigga. You never get nobody shit. You ain't never stick up for that dude.
Right.
And you know what was going on. And it ain't, I don't know, man. It's tough, man, because I feel like sometimes I do feel like, shit, we are our worst enemy when we get in positions.
That's true.
That's just like we said about the party. If you call me and I never really gave you that party, I'm wrong.
Right.
I'm wrong, totally wrong. You feel me? Because I'm supposed to help a brother, and not, you know what I'm saying? And I want you to win.
But some people, what I noticed a lot though, like a lot of people don't want to teach you nothing because they don't want you to pass up on them. That's huge.
I want you to pass up on me.
No, some people really don't teach you certain stuff. They want to teach you something because they be like, man, I don't want him to. They feel like you go pass them up on something.
But
I don't know.
Some people like
I
that.
feel like it's more of the African American
Oh, shit.
that do that. 'Cause like I said, when we be in the trades, I done come across a few black dudes and a few white dudes. The white dudes are more open about some stuff than the black dudes because they feel like they don't want me to do better than them. You get me? Which is kind of messed up.
Man,
We need to stick together, bro. At the end of the day.
unity is everything. And what's so crazy, man? Man, them white people out there in them marches, they got you. I know I keep bringing it up because y'all don't understand, man. When they fell on the ground, I said, oh, man, this shit real. This shit is love, man. I never seen nothing
And we
like
was
that.
out there Sunday. It was a
Sunday,
white
man.
telling us like, come march with us. I'm like, all right, hold on.
And white and my Caucasian brothers and sisters, if we looking funny at y'all and y'all just like, why the fuck they looking like? No, it's just we shot right now. We ain't never, man. Y'all gotta think all this shit to be into y'all. And I had one of my white friends I grew up with call me and she said, man, I never knew, G. He said, I never knew what it was like. He's like, I never paid attention. He's like, we was young when Rodney King happened, so I never knew.
Yeah, I had a coworker reach out to me today and was like saying sorry and trying to give his support and stuff, but because it happens with me a lot. Like I think I'm the only black female in my department. Like I'm a threat to them. Like I'm doing good in my department. Like
That should be said.
yeah, like so I really get targeted like all the time at work. So I literally had a coworker like call me today like, yo, like I never realized until now, like, everything is starting to make sense. Like, how they look at you. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you know, I got your back. Like, whatever you need. Even the whole protest, he was calling, like, hey, like, are y'all cool? Are y'all down there? Like, trying to make sure we were good. Like, so I think that means a lot for those white people that are sticking up for your black friends and finally saying something. Like, that means a lot. Whether you know it or not. It really does. But it starts like that. Silence is violence.
Yeah, what's going on? Huge.
That's the
What,
main
like,
thing about
50
this
states.
protest. Out of all these years, stuff like now was really
Yeah, that's
making me,
really.
man, kind of like, you know, choke me up a little bit. Like they finally like
Somebody
wanna
finally
diss
get
they
us.
people. Yeah, like
Somebody
come
get
on,
us.
man, y'all gotta chill out,
I
dude.
think it's the video, bro. That video was crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
That video was like on a. And then he called for his mom.
And his mom had passed away like 2 years up to that date. Like,
And shout out to Steven Jackson, man. I appreciate man, motivation, my brother. But go ahead, Kendra. I'm sorry.
no, I'm good.
You know, they said him and Steven Jackson was twins. You know, Stack from All the Smoke podcast and Matt Barnes, NBA dude. And just to seeing his reaction, and he was in, I don't know if y'all know about Texas music, he was in the Screwed Up clique, DJ Screw them. He's a rapper.
Damn.
He was a rapper. Like, he wasn't no cornball ass nigga. Like, he
Right.
wasn't no, you know, just some regular Joe. Like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
he was really somebody. He meant a lot. And I seen that thing of his daughter saying,
My daddy changed the world.
my daddy changed the
Yeah,
world.
that's
Definitely did.
And he did. And also, an argument, I don't know if y'all seen it. People say, let's worry about the community. And they right. And I will take up on my end of not always paying attention with my surroundings around me and my community. And that's something I need to work on. But I want to start now. I see. Actually, B Visions had to excuse his live. B Visions actually, he snuck it in there on me. Like, hey man, ain't nobody talking about this situation. And he sent me the article. The guy that died, was his name?
George Floyd.
No, not him. Not
The one from
him.
the
Wiggins.
I ain't messing that one up again. Daniel Wiggins. I want to read this. Well, Slick, you know the story? Daniel Wiggins has been missing for how many long?
Since January, wasn't it?
Since January. This is in Toledo. He was, was his fiance talked to him?
Called his fiance's phone. He ended up getting pulled over, and then next thing you know, the fiance hears him like arguing with the police officers, and then that's it.
They don't know. And did they find the car?
I believe they found the car, but he's still missing. So here it is, June, and that happened January. So.
And his fiance, my sister, our door is always open to you. If you want to come on the show, we can get this thing going. I know a couple of my friends, Burger, Visions, he even put the word out. A couple, Sir Major, a couple. I don't want to leave nobody out of the thing. I think Gutter Dave, a few people. I started putting this on, putting this push. I heard there was a meeting yesterday about it. And let's pray we find this brother. And because they're trying to say, what, he did something like that he might have been, he can't be in the river over where he was by Wallbridge Park, if y'all know where that's at, on the south end. He couldn't did that because y'all been found his body.
Y'all
find everything else. So, my sister, his fiance, what's her name? You know her name? We gonna look for her. Anybody that knows it, reach out to us. We try to get her on the show, and we ain't doing it for no views, ain't no fame. We just want to help. We want to do our part. And everybody out there that's listening, man, it's about doing our part. We're not saying everybody got $1 million. I couldn't believe some of the shit I seen our people say. Like today, I seen the girl Ari say.
Something about 12. Y'all always asking, what did we donate? But did y'all donate y'all little $1,200 that y'all still?
Our little $1,200. First of all, she's not Bill Gates.
Oh, she came like that.
Yeah, she came like that.
Ari Fletcher. Hold on, I'm about to look it up for you. Hold on, give me a second. Ew, shit, bro. And somebody like cold checked her. Like, first of all, that $1,200 is for people who's struggling. They gotta pay their bills.
Only came out one time, not another check. People are trying to survive off of that with no job, like, and you out here getting paid to shake your ass. Like, sis, we pay you. Like, we
I
the
hope
ones
that
come to your
wasn't
crib and
real.
stuff. It was definitely real.
It was real?
Definitely real.
Real?
Everybody, her quote, Ari Fletcher, if y'all know who that is, his kid's mom.
What you call him?
His kid's mom, Moneybag Yo girlfriend, whatever, famous Instagram, whatever y'all call it. I think she's an idiot. Everybody begging people with money to donate. I hope y'all using some of y'all stimulus check to donate as well.
Wow.
Fucking wow.
And you got money because your baby daddy is a rapper, and all you do is mess with rappers.
Yeah, that's smart she said that.
And somebody, they went on there and,
let her have it.
Let her have it. And that's not right. That's because them people that with that $1,200, guess what they needed that $1,200? Them people that got that $1,200 will pay to come see $40. So guess how you got your money? From them people that get that $1,200. So think before you tweet, my sister. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Back to the situation at hand before we get up out of here. Which gun cost the most on this table?
FN.
This gun right here. The FN.
The FN. Now, what did that do better than all these other guns?
It's a military gun.
Yep.
And it's recommended highly.
How much it cost?
Costs about $1,000.
Oh yeah, man! I'm gonna take this one. No, I'm just
playing. Take
Comes
this shot.
with 3 clips and like a spring you can change in here, and a few other little remedies, small stuff. And it comes with the screw at the top. You're gonna screw, put a suppressor on. It's a night vision, so it glows in the dark. Unlike any of these guns, you can basically aim at night.
So y'all be doing aiming then.
No, not yet. I actually want to go.
I want to go hunting too.
But this one right here, like I said, it's probably one of my favorites.
And then that's the FNN.
FN 509 Tactical.
And how much do it cost?
About $1,000.
Shit, that's a car. But that motherfucker like, bro, somebody say I can't have guns like that because I end up doing something I ain't no business doing.
Something like what?
Killing somebody. Like,
You said a gun like that, like
Like
somebody
that.
gun, period, or
no, that gun. Don't kill somebody.
You
with.
felt it before?
No, I didn't do that.
It's not loaded.
Listen, man, the listeners, this gun I'm holding, man, it feel like, you ever seen Show Enough? When he start glowing, that's how I got an aura around me right now. This a bad motherfucker, man.
They're good and nice for sure.
Do y'all be in competition with anybody else? Take that, man, before I take that home.
Competition
Yeah, like
as far as
the gun thing.
classes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tell me about it. I gotta know about it. I gotta be a little bit. Listen, man.
Oh, you wanna be
I'm
messy?
not messy, but I'm in the game of where niggas want to do some competition shit. I blow them off. But
All right, I don't care. I keep it 100. All right,
so the
so
mic a little bit closer to you.
like a lot of the when we go to the gun range, a lot of the other instructors or other businesses,
Yeah,
they get jealous
yeah,
because they be like, "How do y'all got this many people? How do y'all find this many people?" So just one day, me and him in there, me and him showing our students how to shoot,
yeah.
and we heard that the other instructors out in the lobby was like, "What is they doing in there?" They just like, "Hey, you feel me? And they older than us. When they supposed to, that's the thing, and it was black. Y'all supposed to be teaching. If y'all see me doing something wrong, which we wasn't, y'all supposed to teach. Y'all, you supposed to come and say that. But we wasn't doing nothing wrong. And mommy shooters, the owners and stuff,
Yeah.
they always come to us like, "How do y'all be getting that many people? Like everybody right now jealous of y'all. Like nobody else is getting the business that y'all getting." And I'll be telling them because word of mouth and everybody relate to us. Everybody can relate to going to these other places.
Yeah, if I don't want to go to no motherfucking class, I want to be sleepy and
But I didn't
fuck around
have
and flunk the test.
Right.
I done had a few people that I grew up with or just people I worked with tell them, I'm like, "Hey, I teach CCW classes, here you go. What you know about guns? Why would I go to you? You only 25.
What kind
Like,
of
I can't have the same knowledge as somebody that's 50, or maybe no more.
I'd rather learn from a young motherfucker anyway. Y'all gonna know how to whip and swing on motherfucking, shoot a motherfucking apple off a nigga head if you got to.
I know all the new laws.
Knew all the new laws, man. And y'all, man, I love the youth, man. The youth. And it's a Tupac line in the song "Me Against the World." He said, "Nobody notices the youth unless we shooting." I can say y'all two brothers reversed that and made it. Yeah, now we shooting legally.
Most definitely.
And this is what y'all doing, they fear. This is one of the things, and my next couple episodes is going to be very educational, because I'm woke. This right here is what they're going to fear, man. Y'all go out and start a business. It ain't got to be that, but just do your part. These brothers doing their part in the community.
Yeah.
Y'all doing a part just in life. This is something you can pass down to your daughter. You can pass down to your son, daughter, whatever, nieces, whatever. I want to say I commend y'all. I want to thank y'all for coming through. But before we go, we got two things we got to do. We got the grill session. You want to do it? You want me to do it?
You can do it, because I'm on a
She
whole
got
other
grilled.
journey now. I'm not.
She got grilled. The clip is on our YouTube channel. She got grilled, and this thing we do is, are you single?
No.
You're not. How long you been in a relationship? I didn't know you was in a relationship. Hold on. How long you and your lady been in a relationship?
About 10.
About 10. How many kids you
10 years.
10 years with your baby mama?
Man, quit playing with me, bro.
I was asking.
I was just playing about 10 years, bro. Oh, man, come on, bro. Hey, Cloud, you know.
You said that you would answer anything.
You said you would answer
anything.
Man, you know
How long you and your old lady been in a relationship, man?
Man, like 2 years.
2 years. And that's not your kid's mother, my fault.
No, it's
that ain't
not.
your kid's mother, is it?
No.
It's not. Okay. How many kids you have?
One. This is so funny.
That was it. That's all we needed to know. Jeff, what you do, Jeff?
I'm not doing nobody.
You really scared.
I'm not scared. I'm just not doing nobody now.
Jeff, are you single?
No, I'm not single.
Okay. How long you been in a relationship?
About 2 years.
2 years. When you motherfuckers is lying.
No, now I've been in a relationship about 2 years, and like I said, my girlfriend, she came to the class, got her CCW, and she wants to be an FBI agent,
Yep.
you know, to talk about some of this stuff and talk about sex trafficking too,
That's
with
You
younger
gotta get
kids
her
and
on
we
minorities.
gotta get her on here.
She's already been to an internship with the Oregon Police Department and stuff, and you know, like the detectives and stuff. So hopefully, you know, the dream comes true, and I'm just gonna keep pushing her. You know,
That's good.
That's
For
dope.
sure.
that's right.
FBI, that's dope. Yeah, she did say that.
So how many years y'all been doing this, right?
About
Four.
4.
So the 2 y'all went in relationships, y'all was doing this, right?
We what?
The 2 years y'all went in a relationship, y'all was doing this, right?
Oh, hey. Speaking on that, man, these girls be wild in our class, bro.
That's why I was about to ask.
Hey, I remember one class we had, and this one before we was charging with $100, we was charging with
Yeah.
80.
Yeah.
So one day I'm just messing around. I'm like, Pat, we got about 20 girls. I'm like, Pat, watch this. I'm like, hey, we'll have a twerk contest.
No, for real.
For real. So we like, whoever won the twerk contest don't gotta pay.
They started
Yeah.
going
When I say
silly.
they jumped up and was like, who playing the music? I'm like, whoa.
So, like, did y'all, like, finish it? Like, did the girl go home, like, free? Like,
No, we
fine?
told-
No, we just was playing.
But
After
no.
y'all made them twerk?
No, they didn't twerk.
Oh,
no,
okay.
they
No,
ain't
we
twerk
was
yet.
playing.
We were like, no, but they was ready, you know.
But this is recent. This was probably about a week ago.
Ooh.
No, not that. But I'm saying this right here, this next scenario, it's funny and wild. Pat put it on Facebook because it was so funny. So I'm in class. I get a lot of women just doing little slick stuff when they with me. Like bumping on me, grinding on me, and little stuff. I be trying to keep it professional. Like, hey man, like chill. So we in the before we go to the gun range, I'm showing her how to do the gun and all that. She just like do like, oh, this how you do it, you know, talking. So we get to the gun range. Pat's next to me, and then the aisle, and then it's me and her. So she's talking to me. She's like, yeah, man, you got a lot of guns. I want to see your other gun. I'm like, what? She keeps going. And then she's like, oh, you a baby. And I'm like, how old are you? She's like, 29. I'm like, a baby? So then I'm like, you trying to be my sugar mama? She's like, shit, I might put this cougar pussy on you. I'm like, whoa.
Did you take it?
No.
Oh, you ain't take the cougar
Listen though,
pussy,
my
man.
girlfriend was in the
His girl
class
was in
with
that
me,
class.
Your girl was in the class?
but she was in my car
Oh,
because we can't have everybody in there with this stuff going on. So
Wow.
she's saying all this stuff right here, and Pat can hear it, and the other dude like, you're married, like, why are you
Yeah,
saying
some
this?
dude say you married. Told her you
Oh, she was married? Oh, wow.
Man, we come across some wild girls. I remember some girl try to take Pat on a date.
Pat probably won. You
Like,
like,
let's go on a date and go shooting.
She said I'm gonna take you out to eat, then we go.
yeah, don't keep my hoes away from y'all. My bitch is not allowed
Oh,
to
you
go
ain't
to
get in
this-
a relationship?
What?
What?
Thought you was done grilling.
No, I mean, them, yeah. You're not offering them.
Am I in a relationship?
Yeah. You ain't get in a relationship during COVID? You lying?
It looked like he lying.
Definitely. 'Cause you had just your phone had definitely just rung before we got in here. Before we sat right here.
You fucking bitch, Sabrina. How you know that's the right one? I wanted to know that they called me.
I'm just asking a question. Like, everybody want to know. Like, maybe somebody out there watching and they want to know if you single. Like,
No,
no, you're not.
no, I'm single, but I'm currently
But you what?
talking. I'm single, but I'm currently talking to somebody to build from being single.
How long y'all been talking?
I've been fucking with her, man. I was fucking with her actually.
You look like you about to lie.
No, because I can't believe I'm telling my business. You a whole ass nigga.
You
I've been
blushing?
fucking with her.
He blushed.
Turn her purple.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I fell for it. Oh, that was so weak. I'm trying to explain. I'm trying to actually let people into my life, and I don't want to do it.
CJ, you know it off the hook.
Yeah, CJ, we seen your love show.
I used to watch that every day.
Man, what?
How long y'all was talking though? We ain't getting off that.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Probably, man, right after.
We can't hear you
we
move your
been
hands
to-
off your mouth.
Probably right after My
He trying to be careful. Like, hold on, let me see who.
Cause man, it's a fucked up. What I'm about to say is really fucked up.
He like, let me see what.
Cause what I'm about to say is really fucked up.
No, I just said.
I was with my ex, right? We was broke up, but we still stay in the same house. So I was creeping out to see her. Cause my ex, you know.
So you made your side chick your main chick now.
She know my ex was being a hoe already, living with me.
Is that who texting you now?
No, that's our group chat. So I fuck with her. I met her out the way, you know. We kick it, got a couple drinks. And you know I like them yellow, you know. And you know, we've been rocking, man, so we gonna see where it go, you know. I'm still single though, you know what I'm saying? Till the motherfucking roosters crow or whatever. What about you? You in a relationship? You said you got the healthy weight?
This ain't about me right now.
I told my partner.
Everybody talk.
No, I think we done. We like
No, we
11:30
ain't
now.
done, man. You gotta help y'all.
It's 11:30.
She be a
Time to go
twig. She be
bed.
skinny as Brandon.
She got the heavyweight.
She got the happy.
She got. You got the heavyweight.
Somebody knocking it out.
Oh yeah, heavyweight.
Somebody.
My dad watches this.
Oh,
My fault, Pops. My bad, Pops.
I got a question though for y'all.
What's up?
Which gun would y'all pick
This
to conceal? To conceal.
she grabbed me. Yeah.
Just ghetto.
She took on this one.
To be your everyday gun. Which
To
gun
be
would
my
you
everyday gun. And my everyday gun. Man, I like this motherfucker right here, man.
I like this one.
I like this one right here, Smith & Wesson, man. I like this one because you can pistol whip somebody with it. I like that one.
I'm wearing that trench coat and that shotgun every day.
He talking about that shot. He want that shotgun.
That shotgun, man. I like the one St. Louis for what's the name in the trunk.
Man.
You wanted to hear that pop. But man, I had a good time with y'all, man.
Yes, thank you for
definitely.
coming.
Social media. What's your social media?
My Instagram is OPRJeffe. OPRJEFFE.
Pat.
Pat Good Life Lewis.
Good
Everything.
Life, good life, lose everything.
Everything.
How can the website?
Website www.safetyisKey.org.
Are you guys taking classes right now, or what are you guys doing?
We're booked because our next class is Saturday.
And then next
Third Saturday.
So
we're booked.
So y'all booked for the whole month of June.
June, basically.
Basically, yeah.
Everybody hurry up and
But tune in to the website, you know, the Facebook page. And if you follow us on social media, I mean, we post a lot about the stuff.
Yeah. Some people be bullshit. They be like, we come to this class, it don't come. It's supposed to come,
Some
it don't
motherfucker be
come.
having them fellas and all types.
And no, and that's the problem too. I feel like they see we had this problem. They see us as black men having a business. They don't show up. We have them put a $30 deposit down, and they think, oh, well, since I didn't make this one, my $30 can go to the class a month from now.
No, John.
But if you go to the white man, it's ain't no ifs, ands, but you're not even gonna ask him for your money back or to hold another seat.
Yeah.
How y'all before we go? How y'all feel about the looting black businesses? You think they were just down there just burning shit down?
I don't think they was thinking about it being a black business, honestly. I think they was just doing. Hey, I just rolled past downtown though. I didn't even know they did our downtown like that. Bro, all the windows busted, bro. The bank, everywhere.
Fuck.
I'm like, damn.
Fuck.
I ain't even know.
Like my nigga Beep said, man, burn this motherfucker out.
But I was gonna say something, but I don't want to sound ignorant to some people.
Say it.
Cause like I said, I'm in the trade. Just keep on doing it, cause more work for us, more money in my pocket.
I got insurance.
Everybody got insurance, so if anything, you helped out.
Man,
both
just don't
business owners.
Yeah.
loot.
You
Don't try to
help
loot
them
with 10 motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah.
Don't go back into Target.
Don't go to Target.
Don't go back to Target. Don't go back to their hair supply store
Oh,
stealing
yeah.
them
Them
thin
wigs.
ass, synthetic ass wigs. Like
They stole the lashes.
y'all, like the worst.
In Chicago, they was
looters
going
ever.
crazy.
Like,
Man, they broke in the
the
zoo in
worst looters
Chicago.
ever.
Chicago, they was looting.
But
For
since
real.
we're talking about, before we get off, I got a topic.
Go
We're
ahead.
talking about, you know, us protesting and all that. I feel like if you're gonna protest, do everything. You know, some people protest, but they don't vote when that's a right.
Say it again. Say it again.
People
bro.
don't vote.
Vote.
That's one of the main things my dad tell me. I don't care what you do, go vote.
Mm-hmm.
Go vote. Like literally, our ancestors fought for this type of
Literally.
Got hung.
stuff. Exactly. Like
And it irks me.
Oh, my vote don't count.
I swear to God, that irks me.
Mhm.
It irks,
You know.
it irks the motherfucking soul. And folks like, man, that voting shit though. Man, first of all, you got to start locally.
Locally.
And that's
So,
part of educating ourselves, man.
Yeah.
And then it comes with the materialistic stuff. People want to protest in a different way. People buying Versace, Louis Vuitton when these people are racist
I'm about to say they
and don't
racist.
even support us, but we still buying this stuff because at the end of the day, it's our pride.
Buying
Nobody
other
wants to
shit.
be the leader and be the person like, no, I'm not going to wear that. I'll go to Family Dollar and wear this, It's a problem. Like, somebody has to be the leader.
You see, they trying to boycott. Floyd said, I'm wearing whatever the fuck I want. It's my money.
That's just him being Floyd, though, man. I don't think he's...
Because money rules a lot of people.
Yeah. Money runs a lot of motherfucking lives. So,
Yeah.
that's anything else I want to touch on?
One more thing, too. All right, so
I think Jeff is going to be a regular. You know, I got Drake Money.
Because I had these talks at work with a lot of people, like, I won't say relate, but I'm around, I've been in situations where I'm around racist gentlemen.
Yes.
And they, I done seen a guy with all Confederate flag stuff on at work.
Oh, my God.
And he racist to my cousin, he's your complexion, fully
Yeah.
African-American. But to me, he knows I'm black. And he sees another guy that's black, he'll talk to us just off the strength.
Because y'all skin.
Not that, just how we handle ourselves. You get what I'm saying? He may come off aggressive, and I don't come off aggressive. I'm going to talk to you. I want to know why you feel this way.
Right.
Why you, wear that, And I done seen a white gentleman with Confederate flag, too, before on the job, give a jacket to an African-American man, regardless of him being racist, whatever. He was older. He was like, that's my past. I'm done with that. I'm tired of this going on. Stuff like that.
I remember Tupac, must have been my nigga Pot. He had something. He said, when I was in jail, he said, I came across all type of motherfuckers. He like, shit. He's like, nigga, I got cool with the skin here. Just because you don't like black people don't make you listen. He like, we all in the same pie. He like, man, just because a motherfucker got to, and I see this, just because a motherfucker don't agree with you, man, don't mean you got to hate the motherfucker. Or man, try to see and change. Like you said, change is everything, too.
Have a talk with him.
Try to understand where they coming from. Try to understand that mind, because he might got some game that can change your motherfucker. Man, game is free.
And I'm pretty sure for the people that's out there, you ever seen American History X?
Man, when he put it down, man, I just said that on Facebook.
Some
man.
people need to watch that, and you
That's
see
a
the
deep
white
movie.
gentleman, they
With Don
did him
Cheadle.
bad because he didn't want to live the same lifestyle as them.
Yep, even when he's in jail, they got mad at this nigga and raped him because he wanted to change.
To my dude, the smash dude.
Mouth from the curb.
Yeah, I seen that one the
Yeah,
first time.
man, that motherfucker. Man, I was in school in English class, right? And the teacher was like, before he played that scene, he paused when it was on tape. He paused the tape like, this scene right here is just so, it's god awful, it's gruesome. I'm just warning you guys. Because he in the class full of black people and he the only white teacher. That motherfucker played that, we just sit up. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ready to go, man. I'm going to lunch, man. Just kick this man hell, and I want to fight. That movie is real good. I was watched the movie O too, man. With Mekhi Phifer when he choked the white girl out. That's a good movie
Seen
too.
that, I watched that.
Man, what? Oh, they did him that bad. He's a good basketball player. It was a very stereotypish movie, but it was good. He's a good basketball player, and he fell in love with a white girl. And the white dudes didn't like it. So the nigga that got to get him off ecstasy and coke, this nigga dunked the rim. He the one fucked this girl. It's the girl from the Save the Last Dance, as a matter of fact. They done set her up, like made it look like she was cheating, and the nigga creep in the room. Kill her. And it was crazy, man. And then
It's called O.
Yeah, and he kill himself.
Man, watch that shit.
Higher Learning too. One more movie. Watch Higher Learning with Ice Cube. That's Ice Cube's best role. That nigga say a speech. The dude, Michael Rappaport, he play a real racist skinhead dude. They in the colleges and they race beefing. And the white dude, he from Omaha, Nebraska. He wasn't racist when he got there, but when he got there, he met some skinheads. So basically, he done turned into a motherfucking some crazy shit, bro. I'm talking about he pulled a gun out on what's the nigga name? Omar Epps. And he get the call. He's like, yeah, you fucking Jew and you fucking nigger. Like, he going off. So Omar Epps catch the nigga run after he do it, right? So Ice Cube, now, he the one told Ice Cube now. Man, when him whoop the nigga ass, all type of shit, bro.
Ain't Omar Epps a dude that played in The Wire?
No. The Wood with the eyes.
Oh, The Wood, yeah.
The juice in the wood. But man, I say watch that movie. That movie is crazy. And it got Tyra Banks in it. It got everybody in it. It's dope. It's made by John Singleton.
Mm-hmm.
It's right after Boys in the Hood. Dope film. If you can watch that, you'll watch it like 10 times. You can watch it. But Ice Cube gives this speech on that motherfucker. That's amazing. Like,
I'm about to watch all that shit, man, when I get time.
don't watch old ass. Watch American History X. And How You Learn. You come to my house and watch both if you want to. But all right, we wrapping it up, man. I want to say peace and blessings to all the supporters that stuck with us through this pandemic. We had to make sure our family was right. We sorry for the wait. We still got like 2 unreleased episodes coming. We dropping them all back to back. Once again, shout out to Go Digital Studios, B Visions with the Visions, man. If y'all ain't check out this man work he been doing during the pandemic and all this marching and all this stuff going on, man, check it out, man. Amazing work from that brother.
Shout out to my aunt who made the t-shirts.
Oh yeah, y'all see the t-shirts?
Let me know. She has them.
I Can't Breathe Again shirts, man. Very nice shirts, deep. I don't want to go emotional thinking about it, man. It's tough, man. If y'all don't get nothing from this show, just know it's tough being a black man. So don't beat your brother, help your brother, teach your brother, feed your brother, love your brother. You hear me? And
thanks for coming, guys.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. That's a wrap. See you next episode.